All right, so what do you think about the POP project? Do employers in your field really want to see things other than the GPA and the degree?
Absolutely. I think this project adds a ton of depth to your resume. And I had a chance to look at several of these, and I loved them. It just, you can see the personality, but also I saw that there were a lot of wonderful things, but there are some things that we could do to strengthen these. So
Hmm.
I'm glad you're asking about this.
Okay, good. So, what are some of those things that students can do to really push deeper into the field and really show folks field specific skills and attitudes?
Okay, so one thing you can do is load your work, load your projects. I loved it when I saw my students load different projects that I could look at the quality of work. So it adds proof, it adds credibility
Hmm.
to what they're saying. Also, I would say take a look at the classes you've taken. In there, in the syllabus, there you're going to see deliverables, and from there you can build out your skills. For instance, we've been looking at the skills that are coming from every classroom, and we can say, as a marketing major, taking those core classes, you have created a marketing plan that should have been in principles. You end up creating one in the capstone class too. Then you are creating a social media campaign along the way. You're doing a brand audit. You are working with Google AdWords, for instance. By the time you're out of our program, you would have most likely had that in the class. And then sales. So you have conducted a sales needs assessment. You know how to close, all of those things. Talk specifically about the skills that you have. And in fact, you should even put this in your writing too, and use that for search terms when employers are looking for certain skills. So yeah, add the work and then go through your syllabi to see what exactly you would like to emphasize as the skills that you have and projects you've completed.
Great. So, do you have any just other general suggestions for your students as they work on their POP?
I do. I mean, everybody's got strengths, and I noticed that some students were not listing scholarships or honors they received. They just probably forgot about it. But the cool thing about that, it's a competitive world, and you won that. You did that. And so you should use that to position yourself, to differentiate yourself from, the next student. So don't be afraid to, go in and make that the story, because employers are going to look at a ton of these resumes and videos, and they want to remember something about you. So that's what I would say, for sure. Certainly, I liked seeing that well-rounded student. They had leadership, they had involvement, they had community service. Clearly the scholarship was there. The work was there, and of course internship. So make sure everybody's got to have an internship. So make sure that you discuss that. But when you talk about these projects, these internships, these leadership opportunities, community service, talk about metrics too. Show us the business outcome, show us the business results from your work. Don't just mention that you did it, but say it built membership by 25%, or it increased awareness, or it increased the likes, or whatever it might be. Make sure that it's got the result there too, and that you made that happen. Employers are looking for business outcomes for sure. Let's see, and finally, optimize your search terms. Look at the kind of job that you want, and look at some of the key words that are being used, to describe that job, and make sure you're placing that early in your first paragraph so that it gets picked up.
Great.
Yep.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.